Hello New Stoics, this is Tim, and today I'm just going to do a quick video on what it means to be a Stoic, or to call yourself a Stoic. So this is something that may get disagreements from other practitioners of Stoicism and other people who claim to say that they're Stoics. And the main reason because of this is because calling yourself a Stoic has almost the exact same colloquial way of saying you're a Stoic sage or you're a very close adherent of Stoicism. So this would discount people who follow Stoicism as close as they can, or somebody who's new to the philosophy and they don't really know that much. So those people could say that they are in the process of being a Stoic, or they're a new Stoic, or Stoic in training, or whatever you want to call it. But I would disagree with this. I think to be a Stoic, you need to follow a few ideas, and these ideas are unique to Stoicism, and to me the only reason you should call yourself a Stoic. The first thing is you need to practice a sort of emotional control. So the main thing is you should not try and be as angry. When you're in traffic, you need to load down on your road rage. You need to not act hysterical when you can. So these are all concerning emotional control that you have control over. So some things you don't have control over. You may have a mental disorder that makes it so that you can't really control some emotional responses to things, and that's not really something that you can control. But I mean, you can control how you act when you're angry, how you act when you're happy. So if you're very happy with yourself, you decide that you're gonna drink 5 bottles of champagne, and then you lose control, and that's not very Stoic. So you need to practice a sort of emotional control. The next thing to call yourself a Stoic is you need to follow virtue ethics. And whether you follow the 4 traditional virtues, justice, moderation, courage, and wisdom, or some other virtue, you need to follow virtue ethics. It's very important. So I really don't think that you could call yourself a Stoic if you don't believe in virtue ethics. So the next thing that I believe every Stoic should follow is every Stoic should have the mindset that you should not try and get upset about things that you can't control. You shouldn't have any emotional responses to things that you can't control. It should be out of sight, out of mind. So if it's raining and it's making you so upset that you're just going to cry all day, that's a very unstoic way of acting. So I think those 3 things are really what makes or breaks a Stoic on a basic level. And I think if you follow those 3 things, then you can call yourself a Stoic. And whether or not you're a sage at the high end, or just lukewarm in how you're approaching Stoicism, I mean, that's up to you. People could say you're a bad Stoic, and maybe you should take that as a call to action. Maybe you should use that as something that you can use to train yourself to be a better Stoic. But I feel like if you follow those 3 things and you take them to heart, and that's how you live your life, I think that's how you can call yourself a Stoic. And that's just my personal opinion on this, but I believe if you do those 3 things, you are a Stoic.